So today we are making the juiciest bird ever. That means we are making a juicy fried chicken. Yes, and you can see from the video clip it's so crunchy and it's cutting so smoothly. And the main feature of this fried chicken is that the chicken is perfectly coated, it's very moist, and you can see how beautifully the chicken has cooked. And just look how juicy it is. Yes, it's the juiciest bird ever, as I said. So do try out this recipe, you will love them. And obviously in these times when we are not able to go out, these recipes can be a really mood lifter. The most preferred comfort food, fried chicken. Hey guys, I am Subhankari and I welcome you all to my channel Su's Food Corner. I hope you all are doing great in your lives, and if you are new to my page, do not forget to subscribe to my page and do not forget to tap the bell button. And thank you all for loving my channel so much and supporting my work so much. So now let's begin with this awesome recipe of fried chicken. For that I have taken here milk around 1.25 cups, or you can tell 300 ml. And then I have taken red chili powder, you can take paprika powder instead, 2 teaspoon, and lemon juice 1 tablespoon. You can also substitute lemon juice with vinegar. And then comes ginger paste around 1 tablespoon and garlic paste around 1 tablespoon. This are the ingredients for the marinade, and again I will give you few ingredients for the crust. Dried rosemary or oregano you can take around 2 teaspoon, and salt I have taken as per taste, and eggs I have taken here 3. And here comes the chicken. Actually for fried chicken you can have chicken with skin. I have taken here without skin and I have cut them into large pieces. You can always take the drumstick part or only the chicken thighs, it's completely upon your wish, but make sure the chicken pieces are a bit large. So here comes around 1 kg of chicken. Now let's prepare the marinade. This is the main soul of fried chicken, because this not only gives flavor but also adds to the juiciness. So first we'll prepare the buttermilk. So I have taken here milk around 1.25 cups, and to it I'll add lemon juice. You can also substitute vinegar as I said. And now mix them and let it sit for good 10 minutes. And in 10 to 15 minutes our buttermilk will be ready, instant buttermilk. And I'll just show you after 10 minutes what is the texture. See, it's somewhat like this. So our buttermilk is looking good now. Now to this I'll add the flavorings, that is ginger paste, garlic paste, and then I'll add either rosemary or oregano. I have actually added here rosemary, and then goes paprika or red chili powder. Now we'll mix all these ingredients nicely. Actually, as I said, this brine helps to soften the chicken because we are using either vinegar or lemon juice. It will actually break the muscles of the chicken, and it will the lactic acid there does the magic. And then I'll add here 3 eggs and then salt according to my taste. And now again mix this mixture. Now this mixture is looking good. Now to it I'll add my chicken pieces and let the chicken pieces sit in this brine for good 4 to 6 hours. If you can leave them for overnight, it's very good, because the more time the chicken goes in this brine, the chicken absorbs its juices and becomes more tender, more juicy. So the chicken are in the brine, just mix it and leave them. I had left them for a good 6 hours. Now for the crust, I have taken here all-purpose flour or maida around 1.5 cups, or just around 200 grams, and cornstarch 1 cup, or it's around 110 grams. Then I have taken here some baking powder 2 teaspoon and salt around 2 teaspoon. Baking powder actually makes the crust more crunchier. Actually I could not record it, but garlic powder 1 teaspoon and red chili powder 2 teaspoon. Black pepper powder around half teaspoon, and dried rosemary or oregano around 1 teaspoon. And now for the chicken, just take out from fridge before frying and keep it at least half an hour in room temperature, so that the chicken is good. And this chicken is looking great here. So now I'll take these chicken pieces out of this brine one by one, and I'll keep them on a plate. And as because my brine already has eggs, so I won't prepare a separate egg wash. So just take these chicken pieces out one by one, and I'll use this brine for the coating. So I have taken out all the chicken pieces, and in a separate bowl I add all the ingredients for the flour mixture. Here goes the all-purpose flour and some corn flour, and then I'll add paprika powder, some garlic powder around 1 teaspoon, then goes baking powder, some rosemary, and of course some salt and black pepper powder. You can also use white pepper powder at this stage, and then mix everything. And now comes the important trick here. The trick is here we have two ingredients. One is wet, this brine, and the other one is dry, that's the flour. So what we need to do is that we will use our two hands for the two ingredients. That means I'll use my right hand as the wet hand and left hand as the dry hand. Two separate hands would be used. This will make our work much more easier. I'll just show you how. Just take one piece of chicken, dip it in the brine, and then using the other dry hand coat the chicken, and now dust off the excess flour, and again it dip back in the brine using the wet hand, and now take it out and put it in the flour, and again using your dry hand coat the chicken and dust off the excess flour. It's very important, otherwise the coating will come out in the oil. So my chicken piece is ready. Same thing I'll just show you again. I'll use one hand as wet hand, and then comes the part of the dry hand. The left hand I'll just coat it, dust off the excess flour, and again dip it in the ball. We are making two coating here, and using two hands will make our work much more less messier, and of course things will be in a more synchronized way. So do follow this tip, and every time you fried chicken will not be a messy affair. So now my chicken pieces are done, and once you coat it, if possible place them on a cooling rack or wire rack. Actually this would prevent the crust of the chicken from sticking to the surface of the plate, or you can just immediately coat and dip it in the oil, and oil should be here medium hot. I'll just show you, and the amount of oil should be a bit more, and then slowly add the chicken pieces to the oil. And actually I have recorded this whole process. Make sure you fry these chicken pieces on medium flame, so that the chicken pieces will take time to be cooked from inside and will get a very nice golden crust. And you can see this sound of bubbling oil actually signifies how beautifully the chicken pieces are being fried, and literally I love the sound of frying oil. So see, in a few minutes the chicken pieces are looking so nice here. I have recorded this entire step just to show you how nicely the color changes, and yes, they are perfectly coated. The crust is very nicely coated on the top of the chicken, and I'll just show you the crust. See, so my chicken pieces are done here, and you can see how beautiful and succulent this fried chicken is looking. And I'll just show you one slice. It's cutting so smoothly, and from inside it's equally looking great. And the coating, you can see how nicely the flour has coated the chicken, and yes, it's cooked from till perfection. You can see here it's completely juicy, and I'll just show you, as I had said, how juicy it is. It's the juiciest bird ever. See the juices. So do prepare this recipe, try this out, you will love them. And there are few tips and tricks. I have tried to tell everything stepwise, so give it a try and let me know your feedback. And do not forget to subscribe to my page, and don't forget to share with your family and friends. See you in next video. Till then, stay safe, love life, and happy fooding.